Alright guys, this is No Name. It's been a while, but today we're playing a game called Nightcall. So I figured, I saw it, I was like, it looks enjoyable, watch the trailer. But before we get into that, I just want to give a quick shout out to my friends that started streaming on Twitch. Alpha underscore M underscore Dylan003, Stuart and Scott Not. Their Twitches will be linked in the description. And yeah, they're just really good friends of mine, and sometimes I play with them, so I just figured, helping a friend out. But enough of that, let's get into the game. New game. Alright, I watched the trailer of it, I know the basics. So, choose an investigation. Uh, sure. Choose difficulty. We just get image, should be easier reaction, take less time, particular balanced. I'm not gonna go hard mode, I'm not gonna go to story. That's boring. Hard mode, I don't know what I'm playing, I don't know what I'm doing. So we'll start out with this. And we're in Paris. I've been in a taxi, or in a car. It's a taxi, right? You're in a taxi. That me? Oh. Night call. Doctor. Here. Sir, can you hear me? Do I need to speak up? You're fine. She takes a deep breath. Sir, oh, this is female. Sir, you just spent 2 weeks in a coma. The world bounds around your head. You need a moment to understand its meaning. Coma? The world scratches along your throat, or the word. Yes, you are a victim of an assault. That's not very good. The word resonates in your head, victim. You are aware of the serial killer in the is currently on the loose in Paris. You feel the contents of your stomach crawling off your throat. The judge, as the police call the killer, assaulted you. Oh, so we're in the judge. The bullet touched your liver and most of your circumstances. It would have been fatal. Oh, okay. We choose to put you in I don't know, induced. Her voice becomes more distant and fades. You taste bile at the back of your throat or mouth. Your head is burning. You hear a whistle in one ear. Your fingers move to the wound underneath the bandages. You feel hard skin. You can't read. It's really at night when I'm recording now, so I'm sorry. It is incredibly painful. Today. I'm sorry? Today, Judge. The judge? No. He was what about my he was dead before he got the cab. The doctor's silent for a second, very awkward, so she hesitates. The police would like to see you as soon as possible to ask you some questions. After all, you're the only one who's about to judge. Noises in the hallway attract your attention. You try to turn your head, but to no avail. You need to rest. She leaves the room, her voice resonates in the hallway. I don't care, he's only the witness, he's... Another female voice joins in, a strong, authoritarian voice. You can't clearly make up what she's saying. A strange feeling washes over you. It's not pain, not fatigue, some odd combination of the two. Before being in this hospital, you'd never realise that anger was made with a combination of pain and exhaustion. Anger. A feeling you know all too well. Days go, and a month later, well, looks like we got a bit of a problem. A real problem, that is. You have a pending headache. It's your first night behind the wheel since the attack. Why you listen to me? You catch your boss's eye in the rear mirror. Sorry. I just want things to get back to normal, to clear my head and stop thinking about it all. He's watching you closely, trying to make out what's going on in your head. You know more about you, don't you? I know. You're like a son to me, you know? I know. Sorry, my voice is really not dry, but I don't know what the word is. I can't remember the word, but not rough. I don't know what the word. I'll think about it later. And you know he's about to tell you the story of his taxi fleet again. When my father died, he left me the store. I could have sold it, I could have retired and gone back to my old country. But I decided to start the cab fleet with the money he left me to hire the guys from the neighborhood. And that's why I've got 45 guys like you working for me. His hands flutter in the air, though none of them match you. He smiles and his voice suddenly takes a serious note. Do you want to go over everything again? He points to the equipment dashboard and meets your GPS. You haven't been in a taxi for weeks, maybe you need a little refresher. Yeah, go on. Right. And then the first map. You spot a potential customer, and you try and guess where they'll be going. Then you decide. When a customer orders a taxi, there's no one else around, you have to pick them up. He shrugs. That's the way it goes, it's business. No problem. The other fares, you look at the map, decide whether or not you want to take them. And then you drive. He flashes a quick mechanical smile. You know it well. When he talks about work, he talks about work. That's all. When your shift is over, we do the numbers and his voice trails off, searching for the right words. And that's it all. It's pretty simple. There's no reason why you can't do it. Alright, no overtime. We're in France here, and the rules are relegations. You might not see it that way, but no one likes having a driver who hasn't slept for 24 hours. He looks away. Something has been bothering him since he got into the cab. Anyhow, you know the ropes. You get it, you know, you're going to do a good job. What's the matter? The boss keeps quiet for a while. If he's speaking, then automate's a good idea. You shouldn't be driving. The murderer is still out there, and we think he's gonna come back for you. Oi. your colleagues I do, too. Anyway, I'll let you get back to work. Every minute spent in your taxi is a minute lost. You give a smile and a happy ironic. I'm serious. Have a good evening. The sarcasm in his voice is palpable. Right, you have a good evening too. You spent the rest of the night cleaning, dealing with problems and driving. You wonder how and when Miss Guy ever gets any sleep. Your boss opens the door into the cab and watch him across the street and into the fleet garage. A couple of colleagues are milling about. Taxis are coming and going. They all ignore you, consciously or unconsciously. You are branded. You sit there and turn the key into ignition. The hum of the engine sends a tingle down your spine. It's impossible to describe how you miss that feeling. And it's back to a night shift, back to life, despite the attack. And despite it all. Yeah, sorry, my voice is a little bit... Okay. Who do I want to pick up? Let's pick up the guy closest. Sure, let's pick up her. Some of the street run into a movie star. The one in the coffee house. A couple is getting into your taxi. A couple like you've seen so many times before, attractive, a bit tipsy, drooped eyelids. He's already asleep. He must be about 20 or maybe more. She is still smiling faintly, like the evenings has had a lasting effect on her. She's older, maybe 40, 45. Lisa, right next to the movie theater. Oh, that's her. Very well. You pull away at the street, the neighbourhood behind you, passengers say nothing. When you're downshift, you can hear a man simply snoring. The moon stares right at you. I beg your pardon, this may seem odd, but what do we look like? I mean, he and I. What do we look like? A couple? Thank you. She pauses. I happened upon two friends who were making fun of us tonight. We could be like mother and son. It's stupid. She hesitates and... Forget it. Let's drop it. Sorry I bothered you with that. No worries. Thank you. That's very kind. I don't think I've ever met a taxi driver who's so understanding before. You drive silently. Avenues go by one after another. Cars appear, disappear. Everyone's asleep at this time, everyone but you. You and the passenger who's staring at the back of your neck. She is beautiful, really beautiful, just your type. The woman next to her with sweet, slender and sleepy features. They will go well together. A few minutes later you reach your destination. You pull up to the sidewalk, your passenger plunges her hand into her bag and stops. What if? She shakes her head. No, forget it. She pays the fare, she puts it back, she hands you the bill. €100 bill. Would you mind using this money? Would you mind using this money to take you to a hotel? I don't have the will to do it myself. We need to put an end to this. He deserves someone else. His proposition. I'm serious. Are you sure? No, I mean, I know this is right, but you should talk to him. He'll just say, she shakes the bill. He'll say he loves me just the way I am, that he doesn't want to be with anyone else. He'll say the same thing he says every time I try to talk about my feelings. The bill is lying between the seats. What if it's true? What if it's true? Yes, if he was telling the truth. If he was in love with you, despite all your faults. She pulls her arm back. But she keeps saying it. The money goes back in her bag. A car passes on the left and pulls over next to the driver, asks if you're leaving soon. 1 minute. You turn to your passenger. I've got to go. You should do the same. She seems horrified by her behaviour. I'm so sorry. You wave her off. It's nothing, no big deal. A second later, she walks into our place holding her partner. He hasn't even woken up. You smile, wondering what he must have dreamed about. You like to have a similar dream. You let the car pull in and go back to your shift. Hey. Give me a second. Alright, never mind. Let's head to this guy here. Out of the corner, you see two bums in an alleyway. And you see for a fight. It's almost automatic. Something, the way she holds herself, her super wide shoulders, her huge hands open. That's a sheep? Nothing wrong with that. This woman must be a champion weightlifter or something. Good evening, sir. Yeah, I can see the eyes and the lips. You're not particularly surprised by her low voice, but there's something incredibly gentle about the way she looks at you. Could you please drive out to the outer bell? In which direction? For a second she hesitates, releases a finger to the air. Clockwise, is that right? You smile. Okay. Super. She settles into her seat. You start driving. The taxi leaves its parking spot and starts up an avenue down the boulevard. After a few minutes of calm and silent driving, you get to the outer belt. You're probably wondering why I want you to do this, aren't you? A small yawn takes over her space. A bit. I can't sleep. A car ride is the only thing that steals me, and I lost my license. Does you? Pretty straightforward, right? She smiles weakly. The lights on the outer belt light up on the dashboard. Your passenger blinks. I don't know if it's the light, but the way they're placed, or the back and forth between the tunnels and the bridges, I don't know what quite makes me. The outer belt puts me to sleep. So tonight, since I cleared out most of my colleagues playing tarot, I'm treating myself to a little. She smiles at the well, closing her eyes. An enormous woman on your back seat begins to snore. You smile and keep driving without so much of a nod. Little by little, her snoring settles and gives way to bits, phrases. You know, she's mumbling. A dog. I got and all the others. They want me dead. To take me home. I'm ready for bed. You shake your head in an attempt to push your own violent desire to sleep. Many long minutes later, you turn to the pickup point. With her eyes, to the passenger take. Okay. You know I can't sleep because I'm consumed with an idea. The world we live in, our current situation, I could all be taking care of a gun. A shot, and the shot, a pale lead into our government. Oh god. Okay, so looks like we found our first suspect. Can't believe your ears. Laying them against the wall. After one after another, and bam, 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 bam. She smiles with her fingers. Then I will sleep soundly. Only president or government only if they are all lying at the bottom of a mass grave. Unmarked, no gravestone, and total utter indifference. That's what scares them the most. Not leaving any mark behind. As slowly as human possible, she hands you a bill. Thank you for everything, you are perfect. The door suddenly opens when the woman gets into the back seat. Having a good night? Oh, for a second you freeze. Surrounded the cops, looking at your... She looks like she smokes a lot. She grins at you, her voice creaks. You remember seeing her at the hospital. Something already bothered you about her there. You know, I'm actually pretty crazy for weeks. I've been saying to myself, there's something off about you. Something not so nice. I dug around, mulled it over, bugged all my fellow cops about it. Because I was sure you lied to us. I'll keep going. She has a cold stare on her face. But I'm going to be frank with you. She leans over. I don't think you're the judge. No. I just can't picture it. So you think... Okay, I got shot in the liver. And you've... Obviously you can't picture it because I got shot, you stupid woman. Not a woman, a stupid person. It's way too late at night for this. Why am I recording? She squints like she's trying to make you out from far away. Like you'd have gone to the extent of hurting yourself. Okay. Yeah, but you know it's a little bit of a stretch. Okay. So she's not stupid. She understood. Okay. She stares at you, but not tall enough to stretch from where she used to stop going on and on about you. Seriously, he talks about you all the time. If I didn't know it, I'd think he had a crush on you. She smirks. No. I think he's more interested in your profile. In prison at 70. Oh. I was in prison. An icy chill fills your gut. And for murder too. So a murderer. I do the backstory on that. Hopefully we will find out. You open your mouth but nothing comes out. Since you got out, you've kept a low profile, but you're lying about your name and your address. I've checked. It's normal. You'd say if you got the word, if they got word of your, you have no loan for your permit, no lease for your car, no second chance at life. Her voice becomes soft, almost warm. I personally like guys who want a second chance. No, I like guys who fight for a second chance. Basically, I like guys who are willing to work for me. She leans forward, shining her cat-narrowed eyes. My chief wants to go to the prosecutor with the first and last evidence. Actually, knowing him, he's not so hot on evidence, so he'll give you info. Victims, suspects, medical report, and some photographs. But she makes a gagging noise. You have to be discreet. Keep it between you and me. Interrogate, ask questions, dig around. I'm not a cop. She shrugs. Don't worry. You're the keener than half the squad. And don't forget, I'm not asking you to make an arrest. I'm delivering the killer wrapped up with a bow from the station, okay? You're no Batman. You're just here to get me some more information. She rummaged around her pocket, it seemed like forever. Here, take my card. I'll call you in 3-4 days to check in. We'll chat. And I'll let you know if I haven't you any new info. She takes on the diadact tone, like she was giving you a list of recommendations for the 100th time. Don't get caught up, don't get arrested. Also, I wouldn't recommend trying to leave Paris. I know what you like and I know who you're friends with. You can either be the solution or be the problem, my friend. She takes a minute to scan your face, your emotions. If I have to, I'll go check if you know who. Her smile is biting. This reminds me. She know what you've done, time. Oh my, little dirtbag. You cover your tracks as well. I did what I could. Yeah, if you say so. She sighs in a tired... Don't try and mess with me, man. If things don't go well, I'll turn you in. I'll send your pictures to all my friends in the media and every asshole in Paris. Your picture with your name on it, your real name. Anyone close to you will have their places searched. You'll put on their house and spend a night in jail. You have no idea how tense things are gonna be. Things are if that fucker's trail on the way. You sigh. You know what she's trying to get at. Come to think of it, your last name are almost the same. You could be brothers, actually. Enough like that son of a bitch terrorist. Let me see that face of yours and your handle. They'll welcome in open arms. You have no right. I know we have no right. She takes a serious tone, but it's like, I want to catch this killer personally and drag him out of court and fucking ruin his life. Over bag. I can botch the case. You got me? And neither can you, right? Nope. Well, great. We see eye to eye. You can just say you're my informant, my CI. He ripped open your gut and saw your insides. You were in a coma. Here you have plenty of reasons why I'm gonna get back at him. She furrows a brow. Yeah, I think you're actually going to do what I tell you. You investigate, ask questions, listen to all the rumors, and you come up with a list of suspects. She lays her hand on the door handle and freezes. Alright, and then get fired. Without this cab, you're worth nothing to me. Glare at her. She puts her hand... I'm not gonna say anything, because she's already blackmailed me. So, she puts her hand up, and you can hear the words behind it. This conversation never happened. I'll make sure you get more into it tomorrow. I'll find a way till then. Not a word from anyone? Obviously not a word. You're open and shut. Fucking bitch. Settled for a while, teeth clenched, ears buzzing. Shit. The back seat of shit. Keep your remote running. Radio cracks up and you start driving off. Talking to passengers about unlocking your documents and your clothes. Sex clothes discovered. Available in your room. I just want to save right now, because this video is 5 minutes long. Because I continue your silence in your studio apartment outside the city, slowly waking up. You can still hear the horn taxi buzzing in your ears. You on the wall you hung up a couple used to pin in. Your plans are simple: jot down the pieces of evidence and connect them to the suspects. The guilty party won't necessarily be the one with the most evidence against them, but they'll be the one with the most compelling evidence against them. It's like you're building a story about each suspect, trying to understand their motives, understanding how he or she got into the situation. Steps in the hallway, they stop from a weird order and move away. Once you're prepared, get to work. Can I just go to bed? No, I wanna... Clear knew the victims, I researched them well. That's cool and all, but I can't see anything. Alright, so PR Bataz. Right, so he's linked. Okay, so I can't really see anything now. I'm in the night here. Open one eye. Sorry, what's one time? Maybe get up quickly. Now you're outside of your studio. Alright, I'm gonna end it here. If you guys, hopefully you guys liked this video. Another quick shout out to alpha underscore underscore Dylan 003 Stewart. Oh, I guess 00 and Scott not the channel will be in the description below. The Twitch channel. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.